All right, everyone, a very beautiful, beautiful evening. Beautiful evening. Thank you so much for joining me right here on Monetize Your Words. Monetize Your Words is live. We're here live. Sorry for the late startup, but here we are here. And I'm excited to be here. Like I always say, I'm always excited. I'm super excited for the opportunity to be able to be part of this. It's something that we're super excited about. It's been a long standing dream of ours to be able to teach people how to monetize your words. The words is what we got, and being able to just turn it into what can produce for us would be a great achievement to many people. Great to be here. My name is Yemi. I was Sonia Adefajo. All right, so I'm excited to be here. Yvonne will be joining us in a bit. So just setting the ball in motion immediately and jumping right into it. This Monetize Your Words webinar, taster webinar. All right. The idea about this is to be able to get us to understand what it is that we want to do. The industry we play is the publishing industry, and publishing across all the spectrum of the medium of publishing. For those who are words, for those who are writing, singing, talking, whichever one you fall, it's what we're all about. And it's such a great opportunity to be able to spend this moment with you without wasting more time. Since we've already lost about how many minutes now? About 19 minutes gone. Without wasting more time at all, I'm going to jump right into it and begin the training. All right. Begin the training. All right. So who are we? We're Momo Publishers. Quite a number of people have been privileged. We have been privileged to work with them on their materials, on their books. A lot of authors that we've worked with, and we're so privileged to be able to work with them. Many more as well. Different stories. The startup, how when we came in, how we jumped there, and what we did at the end. Are we able to help them to birth their desire to be able to write a book? So many. It's a great honor for us to have worked with so many people over this period. 15 years, like I always say. So it's been a great time to have done with this, and there are many more people we've worked with. So that's how we are. So what do we do as we move publishers? We deal from the beginning, clarity sessions and pre-writing sessions. So talking about what you want to write. Let me be sure. Okay, good. Talking about what you want to write, what do you desire to write about? A lot of people come to us who have not really clear exactly what they want to do. So we talk with them, we have a discussion. At the end of the day, brilliant. Many of them finally know what they want to talk about, what they want to write about, and we get into it. Of course, we also do author coaching, helping them to mine the product. A lot of people have no time to put pen on paper, no time to read, no time to write. And so we step in and we help them to do all of that as well. Of course, graphics, production, pretty simple, all the way to printing, all of that. And then we help authors also to arrive at the place of authorship. Authorship, again, even if you are somebody who's you're constantly working online, writing blogs, managing social media, you are a personality that should also be celebrated. You should be at the forefront because you're the first marketer of your product. I say to a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people say to me too as well, you manage social media, so let me see your page. I have many social media managers who are not doing fantastic with their own pages. I think that's not very good marketing. If you ask me, you must be able to use your your own juju to hit your head, as the case might be. You must be able to use your own product for yourself as well. And this goes out to a lot of people who are managing other people. You must use your product. You must be ambassadors of your product. All right, you must be ambassadors. I can't overemphasize that. You must be ambassadors of your product, of course. So we help authors to arrive at the place of the PR for your authorship, work on the book mock-ups, author photo shoots. We help you through the process so that you understand what is required of you to be able to achieve what's the goal that is set of you to achieve. I mean, all the way to media appearances. You can't go before a media platform talking about your book or talking about the content of your book, talking about the idea that you have for your book without necessarily looking the part, if you know what I'm trying to say. So we also work on marketing and sales, creating landing pages for authors when they're done with the books, how people can come and creating a funnel process, how they can, from whatever platform that they are, gathering people from, all the way into when the sales and the marketing would take place. Of course, social media management, they like hosting on Amazon, fantastic, because eyeballs must see your product. All right, they must have a place that they go to do the purchasing, finally, and of course, seller, book unveiling, promotions, placements, all of that. So monetizing your words initiative, what is about this? A lot of people have asked me that question. I'll tell you, I did a Google search. This is brand new concept we're creating now. One of life's most common denominators is the art of communication. All right, words are the bedrock of communication. You can't deal in life without communicating. And I was talking about you leveraging on words, because the idea you're trying to say must be communicated, and that idea must be able to be interpreted, and the words come to interpret what it is we're trying to say. So the beauty of words is that they are like liquid. All right, these are words that are liquid that could undergo several processes within themselves, just to take different shape and different processing to make them be what you want them to be. And at the same time, they could take the shape of any container you put them in, and they can be used to convey any message. They can be used to convey any message. You can use words to teach. You can use words to challenge people. You can use words to congratulate people. You can use words to organize. I mean, the list is endless. You can add to your own. So you can use words to ginger people. All right. You can use words to illuminate. Use words to redirect people. Of course, you can use words to bless people. All right. At the same time, when you are going through tough times, it's words that communicate all of that as well. So this is very profound. That's what we want to do. Now, all these words that does all of these things, how about we monetize their essence, monetize the container, the container they can be into? Why don't you use words benefits from exchanging your word to meet other people's needs and get paid for it? I'm all about the money, man. I'm all about the money. So we want to be able to use words to be able to achieve all the dreams that we have for ourselves, or the aspirations that we have. And so we must understand the power the words will, and be able to prepare them to achieve what we desire it to achieve. Like I said, only one concern. All right, only one concern. I want just to know, if you're with me on this page, I would like us to, let's talk. I want to see you make comments. I want to see you talk back to me, make comment. I want to see you do all of that. So please just bust some comments. Let's know we are together on this. All right, just bust some comments. Okay, let me see some comments come up, and let me know that we are together. All right, so there's just one concern, just one single concern. That concern is what we need to deal with first, before we even go further on the element of the words. All right, words must always be packaged before they go public. You want to take that in a little bit. Words must always be packaged before they go public. You can't just release words. You can't just act on word. No. Words they must be arranged, they must be formatted. All right, they must be arranged, they must be packaged before they go public. You can't write as you speak. All right, you can't speak as you think, and you can't but you can think as you like. Your thoughts are only as rich as your knowledge base. Your thoughts are only as rich as your experiences, your skills, your passion, your dreams, your responsibilities, your drive, your principles, your faith, your challenges, and your hobbies. Just to mention a few. Those words they are just as rich as all those things. I'm sure you know some of them yourself. A man who has a passion when he's talking, the way he's busting to speak, you will know that this person is passionate about what he's saying. A man who has a dream that is nothing in his heart. Every time he has an opportunity to speak, he's talking about his dreams. All right. A man who has responsibilities on his shoulders. When he's talking, you can feel the weight of the generational weight that he carries. A man who has experiences to share. When they start talking, your hand is on your chin. You're just paying attention. Mouths agape, eye popping, because the man is sharing experiences. A man whose thoughts has reached with his skills when he gets to do the work, and just begins to tell you what you need to do, what you've done wrong, how you need to do this, and the illumination that happens in the ears and the minds and the eyes of them who are paying attention to this person. And of course, when the faithfuls begin to speak, the passion they carry towards their faith, you know that this person has an encounter. The ones who don't have encounters, you know them. All right. Of course, again, the words as rich as your challenges. If you're going through a tough time and you have to speak to somebody about tough times, you know that the way you will communicate to that person, the person definitely will have a real deep understanding. So it's all words. It's all words. All right. You have to, but before you carry those words and pass it on to somebody else that the person needs to appreciate you for those words, you need to arrange it properly. You need to arrange it properly. And I'm not just speaking to public speakers, I'm speaking to writers, I'm speaking to social media managers, I'm speaking to leadership and thought leaders, people who are in leadership positions. You are a communicationist, you're into communication. I'm speaking to everybody. I'm sure you would all agree. You cannot. But imagine, today now we look at speeches delivered by great men, of old, and then the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's and the Mahatma Gandhis of this world. All of them, Nelson Mandela's speech writers worked with them, and they delivered it so convincingly that it's engraved in our memories. There are people today, their job is just public speaking. All right. Our thought leaders, that's all they do. They just speak. And by the time before they come out to speak, you just know that this person, as he's speaking, the energy, the passion, the arrangement of the word, because he's hoping to achieve a particular result. They finish speaking, or you write a copy out there, just an advert, your advert copy you wrote, and people just begin to respond, the clicking, a standing ovation. A book was written, and the book achieved what so many things comes to play. But they're all just words, like we said. And so that's why the first thing I said here, when I spoke about words must be packaged before they go public. It doesn't matter where you are. There are people who deliberately arrange their words to speak. It doesn't matter where you are. You're in public space, you're in your online, you're talking to a group of people, you're having a conversation with somebody. Communication is just extraordinary. So, but then you must package your words. All right. We all have reasons to use words. What's our channel to show and tell the world who we are, what we have done, or what we're capable of doing. So if you want to trade globally, you must use words. People are not seeing you, but your words will go out there and achieve what is set to achieve. All right. Publish your word, you're writing online or offline, speak publicly, write copies, pitch business ideas, and engage with customers, market, the whole lot of it. You have to use words to achieve every single bit of it. All right, every single bit of it. So I'm just expecting YV to come up in a few minutes. Okay, let me hear some comments are coming up. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much. I did quote you at Oludare Israel. Hey, what's up, bro? Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Yvonne is coming up in a bit. And like I said, I'm not alone on this set. We are more than is myself and Yvonne are working together to make this happen. And so she's coming in with a bit. Let me just let me peep into the green room and be sure that she's ready to come in. Yeah, there you are. Hey Yvonne, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is it. You are muted. Oh my God. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Fantastic. Better than I can hear you. Better, much better. Great to have you joining on the show. All right. So we're talking about monetize your words. I'm just laying foundation for the big deal that's about to happen. All right, talking about monetize your words, and just speaking on reasons to use words, the things we're going to be using. One of the things one of the things that I've come to understand and appreciate so much. If you are going to do business, you're going to transact, you're going to engage with the global world. It's all about
Yeah.
words. It's all about
Yes.
words. It's all about words.
Is
You must be
is
able to arrange your words, package your words properly, that anybody reading, even when you are not there, the person should be moved and be touched and be appreciative of the fact that they love what they are reading, they love what you have done. Yeah.
yes, amazing. I mean, it all starts with words. Words are powerful. You know that words can cause a war. Words, because
Mm,
of words,
mm,
words can cause a war. Words can cause there to be peace. And with our words, so to me, words are like, there's a power that we have in our words. They are very, very, very powerful.
mm,
So talking about the concept of monetizing your words, we talk about the fact that words are like currency. So it's just like investments. You can take your money and you can invest it. You can put it in the type of investment that it will yield profit for you. So words can also yield profit. So if
mm,
you have the right combination and you invest your words wisely, you can yield profit. And really, that's what we are here about, to help people. And I'm so excited that we are speaking to the people that we are speaking to. That's thought leaders, writers, authors, speakers, communicators, because these are the people that deal with words. Just imagine that you could calculate the number of words you speak.
mm.
And they say that a man speaks an average of 10,000 words a day, and women speak 25,000 words. Imagine if you could earn
You
from
go as
every
speakers all the
single word.
time.
Yes, we are speakers. We talk. So the question is, what are you doing with your words? So your words can generate an income for you. So that's really what this is all about. So I'm super
Exactly.
excited. Yeah,
That's yeah, that's
honestly. So
beautiful.
if there's
That's
anything you
beautiful.
should take away from this, it's just the fact that words can generate an income. It is
Yes.
power.
Every time that we have all this our authors come in, me where I'm sitting comfortably is that okay, you want to do book, I know you want to publish a book, you want to go out there and begin. Where's the money, man? Where's the money? Where's the money?
Show me the
You must
money.
think about the money right from jump straight. You must be in the space. Okay, so who am I now? For you to get that money, then you now cascade backwards. Who are those people that are going to give me the money? How do I get to those? What do I have that can get to those people? How do I package what I have that can get to those? And that's what we're talking about. So we're looking at 4 topics that are all going to be laced all through. Discover your words, upscale your worth, build your network, publish your words. So we're going to be looking at this thing and how to monetize your word. There's a bit of some technical bits that are going to come in just to help us to really appreciate what it is that we are talking about today. So I'm going to start it immediately. Okay, let me just. So I'm going to start immediately with discover your words. Why is this important? Now, how do you discover your words? Your own words. So you have been talking all your life. You're over 30, 40, 50. You've been talking all your life. So what is about you? What is about your words? Okay, what's your perception of life and the issues of life? Those things will help you discover your kind of words, the way you use your words. What draws you? What are you magneted to, or magnet you, whichever one of the direction? What would you talk or write about if you're given a chance to do so? A blank check. All right. Imagine you have a blank check and say, write about something. What would you want to write about? And the things that informs what you write about is also very critical, because that's really what we are trying to speak on. What's your deepest aspiration? All right. What are you longing to achieve? What do you run towards? What do you want to do in life? What are you thinking of doing? What are you doing in life? If you have a chance for the next level, what will be your next level? All right, what discussions are you geared towards? So they have a meeting, people are talking. What normal topics would you be drawn to? Everybody cannot be drawn to politics. Everybody cannot be drawn to servanthood. Everybody cannot be drawn to education. Everybody cannot be drawn to cooking. Everybody has their own areas of interest. All right, so what is yours? What is yours? What does your heart beat towards? When you see things happening around, how do you feel about those things happening around? All right. What problems are you committed to solving? because when your words go out, they're meant to achieve something. I don't, this is the second time I'm saying that. Let me quote the phrase itself. When God speaks, when He says something about you, what He said concerning you, the words will not return to Him void, but will accomplish what it's sent to do, because the words are meant to do something. Oh my God. Oh
It's
my God. The
powerful.
words
Words are
are meant to do something.
powerful.
The words are meant to do something. Your words are meant to achieve something. By words, everything. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not in the preaching session right now. I'm not in the preaching session right now. But it's so deep right now. It's so deep right now. But here we are. We just waste our words. We've been
Yeah.
ignoring the power of our words. We've been disregarding it. But our words has a lot to do with our lives, the whole of our lives. There are things that we've got to, places that we have been to, that we needed to do specific things, but we didn't quite do them. We didn't quite say them the way we ought to say them. We didn't quite edit it as properly as we ought to edit it. We didn't quite sing it as properly as we should sing it. We didn't quite, communicate it the way we should have communicated. A lot of people, a no, it might be too strong for your communication. I don't think so. May have been better. I'm not really quite sure. May I be more powerful than a outright yes or an outright no? I will think about it. It might have more effect than a complete direct declaration. If you know what I'm trying to say, it's all about your word, but you need to understand the kind of person you are. So that if you need to make edits to yourself, and like we said at the beginning, words can be processed. They can take different shapes, different size, and that's all we're talking about today. Before somebody out there will collect your words and give you money for it, it has to first, the words must touch the person, I'm sorry, I'm going to use that word. It can minister to you. If the word does not minister to you, you won't get shishi, not a penny. You won't get anything, because the word must resonate. It must connect. So the first thing you need to do, like I'm saying now, is discover your words. Yvonne.
Yeah, I want to just jump in and just say something about, because when I hear discovering your words, what literally comes to me is really more like discovering your message, really. Because a lot of times, and we see this, either the people listening to this, that are listening right now, or will listen to the replay, they are either people that have written their books, they are currently public speakers, or or they are in that space, or they want to be. So it's either you have done it, you've done it before, it has worked for you, you have, maybe it's something you've been doing, or you want to jump into this industry. Now, it's important for you to understand what that message is. And all those questions that Yemi spoke about earlier, those are the things that will help you to define your message. So yes, words cost a lot, but your words need to have worth. Okay, so and for you to have, how I put it, we are talking about your words being like an investment. So you're going to read a book. A book has, let's say, an average of, let's say, 20,000 words. So those 20,000 words are words that by the time the reader is done with that book, something should have changed in the life of that person. So you, as the writer, what are you going to put in that book? That is your message. And to identify that message is very key, because you might not write so many books. It might just be that one book you write. So how do you know which message you want to put inside that one book? So whether you're a public speaker, you're going to stand in front of a crowd, and you're expected, as you stand before that crowd, you're saying something to that crowd. How do you know that this is the message that will connect to the crowd? And so it's important that we're able to discover what that message is. Discover what that unique message that you should be telling. For every writer, for every author, for every creative person, there is a message. I like to call it that melting pot message that brings together everything that the individual is made up of. So that message, that when you stand before a crowd, it's a combination of where you have been, your experiences, what you're passionate about, and all of that. That is that message. Okay.
All right,
And
sorry. Let me just want to just butt in real quick. I want to just explain something, just drive something real home. A lot of the things that we do in this part of the world, And I'm saying, anybody who falls into this category across the globe, really, a lot of things that we do, we are not necessarily defining ourselves as we ought to. And this is one reality that we've always been facing, because most of the time, the things that matter, we're always moved by the end product. And so I need to solve, not necessarily end product, and I need to solve a problem. So we are moved to solving a problem. But when we do that, we kind of push away the fundamentals. And as long as we don't take care of those fundamentals, we tend to belabel what should not be labeled. We tend to struggle over what we shouldn't struggle about. If you find out, a lot of times growing up, there's so many things our parents probably would have told us about ourselves growing up, this and that. You look back and just smile at it. So I was like this, I was like this. I didn't really know. But today, now, the focus for us is driven differently. And so we try to overlap, try to become what it is that we can possibly become in the face of our realities. But I speak just real quickly about the element of when you are trying to find your words, trying to arrange your words to be able to give value to your words, because now we're talking about that thing that makes you discover your words. It's very important that a lot of things anchors on your worth. You are the one communicating the words. Your words go ahead of you. Your worth is expressed in your words. Okay. I just need to just put that out there. I just need to put that out there right now. Your words express your worth. Your words express your worth. If you are the sort of person who doesn't pay much attention to your worth, your words will say that you do not pay much attention to your words. If you're the sort of person who pays attention to your words will show. I wrote there just a quick assessment of, like a kind of a mathematical equation. Now, how do we arrive at your worth? It's your skills plus how important your job is. Just put it out there. Years of experience, exposure, your thirst for the job, and then your knowledge base. All right. Your knowledge base now mean what additional thing have you added to yourself? So if you have somebody who is very good at his job, people like him because he does his job well and has years of experience on that job. Management is very good at managing clients and handling meetings, wants to build his career, committed to increasing his career base, is familiar with the trends and additional thing. Hey, guess what, guys? Imagine that kind of person. You will say the person, that guy is good for the job, is great, so you give the person the job. But then you have somebody who is not very important at his job. He has 5 years of experience. Just pick that now. It's not very important at his job. He has 5 years experience. He's engaged with clients and everything. He wants to build a career. He's familiar with trends, but he's not good at his job. There's already something wrong with that. At the end of the day, whatever equation you put together, all this element matters to speak to your worth, because your worth is what you're going to use as the words you're going to speak. It comes all the way from the place of your values. Okay, it comes from the place of your knowledge of who you are, what you are. So if you can arrive at that point, you know that every element around you must also speak to the same situation. All right, let's move on so that we don't keep everybody waiting. Yes, Yvonne.
Yeah, so upscaling your worth, so you in the previous section, we're just talking about upscaling your worth, and we're talking to writers and communicators. So for you to upscale your worth, this is a practical guide, and your worth comes from your words. So how do you upscale that? So we are looking at before you even begin. So before you stand before a crowd, there are things that you should have done before you publish your book, before you even begin to write. The first one is you need to build your vocabulary. So whatever language you're using, whether you're going to be communicating in English, in French, in Spanish, in Yoruba, you have to ensure that you have the right vocabulary, the right tools that you need to communicate. There are books that you need to read. There are videos you need to watch. So if maybe for example, that, I need to work on how I'm speaking. I need to work on my, maybe you have problems with your tenses, for example, or you have problems with sentence construction, then there are certain books you need to go and read. You need to build up your words. Okay, and then when you now go into the process of creating, when I say creating, that's either you're writing as a writer or as a public speaker, you're doing your thing, standing in front of a crowd. It's a process. So you need to have look at success as a communicator is not accidental. You don't just stumble into it and say, oh, I'm a good communicator. There are, what's it called? There are bills that you need to pay. You need to pay your dues. So writing schedule. And when you look at all the great writers, they will tell you that averagely they write 2,000 words a day. It doesn't matter whether they're working on a book project or not. So what are you writing? You write in your journal. So you need to make it a habit. You have to be conscious that every day I am writing on my journal. There is a particular app. I'm going to look for the name of the app. And before we are done, I will share it with us. Particular websites that we can go to. And when you go to these websites, all they do is they just help you to write every day. They set a timing for you. So when you go there, you tell yourself, okay, I want to write 750 words a day. You go there and you just plug it in. And every day you go there, and as you write, they'll register. This is the number of words that you have written. They will send you an email and tell you, oh, you need to come and write. So you need to have this. It needs to be part of your schedule. Then mind maps. You want to upgrade your worth. You want to become better than you are currently. These are the things you need to get. A mind map is you practically outlining your thought process. So for you to communicate, you must have what you're communicating. It must be well detailed, well spelled out. So a mind map will help you articulate what you're communicating. If you're writing fiction, writing non-fiction, whether you're speaking, whether you're a debater, whatever you're communicating, there must be step 1, step 2, step 3. That is what a mind map does for you. And there are several websites where you can go, a lot of free mind maps that you can get that help you to articulate your thought processes. The third one is transcription and voice notes. And this is a beautiful tool. If you're a communicator in 2023 and you're not using a transcriber, or you don't know about the ability to have technology transcribe what you say, wow, there's so much for you to, in short, we need to upgrade you. We need to upskill you. So there are transcription apps. And for speakers, it's fantastic. So you wake up in the morning. So let me just run through you. Every communicator must have a routine. You wake up in the morning. What is your morning routine like? A lot of times, personally for me, it helps me when I wake up every morning and I spend time writing. So you can either pick up your pen to write or you can speak. And if you're a speaker, every time you speak, you can imagine what is being thrown away. I tell you that if you can get, your phone is an excellent tool. This thing you see right here, that looks like a small, maybe 10 years ago, it was a phone. But right now, this is a machine. This is an amazing tool. This thing is a powerhouse. It can do a lot for you, okay? So your phone, you can set it up such that when you wake up in the morning, you speak into it. You have ideas, you talk into it. So you have a schedule, a writing schedule for what you write, for how you write. It has to be well thought through. When you hear of writers that publish 10 books in a year, 20 books in a year, they are real flesh and blood. They are living. They do these things. You'll be asking, how does it happen? Me, I'm still struggling with my one. This one they have done. And it's not just they have done and they are still doing. This is how it happened. So it's intentional. Then there's another one, editing apps. And so you say, oh, my grammar is not so good. There are apps called Grammarly. There's an app called Grammarly. So you go online, grammarly.com, and it can be attached to your browser. For every single thing you write, you have an editor that is checking through everything you have written. These are things that you need to do to upscale. And the final one on our list is AI tools. And now AI is phenomenal. You are here and you've not heard of ChatGPT. Oh no, you need to wake up, turn on the lights. Because what happened was sometime last year, OpenAI.com showed up. ChatGPT became a sensation. And after ChatGPT came out, I kid you not, thousands of apps have been released. So for almost anything that we want to do, there are apps to help us. So right now, if you're a communicator, apps can help you to do so many things. So you need to find out what those AI tools are. I just released one for you, ChatGPT. Fantastic tool. I can help you to create
There's
your
so many other
outlines.
ones.
Yeah,
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 there's
there
so
are
many
so
other
many
ones
other
we're going to
ones,
be
so many
getting.
other
Yes, so
ones.
many
We'll be
today.
thinking about them as we
Mm,
go along. We'll be dropping some of them, but these are the things that you can do to upscale your worth. And one more thing I need to add to this list that is not here is you should also look out for new trends, new things that are happening. Don't
mm,
put your head in the sand like an ostrich. No, look out for new trends. There are new things coming up. New things coming up. Don't just say, okay, in this part of the world, right now, the world has become a global village. Our competition, the people you're competing with, the writers and the speakers that you're competing with, they are over the world. They are not just in Nigeria. So you have to be on point. You have to be trending. You have to find out what is the latest tool before the thing comes out. You already know, okay, this is the tool that has come out, especially in your space. So for everything that I have listed here, there are tools, there are apps, there are websites that can help you achieve these things. Free. They are free, they
yes,
are paid. So go
yes. And there's so
find them
many we're
and
going to
use
be learning.
them. Yeah.
So many we're going to be learning, as we go on with this webinar today. So much to talk about. Now, okay, yes. So now, one of the very important elements in this whole thing. Now, we're going to talk more about it a bit more as well as we move on. We've spoken about, being able to ensure that you stay in the place of you developing your words. Make sure that your words actually you spend time to equip yourself. We're going to be learning more about that as well as we move on. I want to talk quickly about the element of building your network. Now, this is very important for you to be able to get into the flow. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You have to get into the flow, get into the deep. A lot of things that a lot of us shy away from are the things that you need to help yourself. You need to get involved. You need to push yourself to get into that place and engage. You have to engage. Enough of obscurity, enough of not being there. So if another you say so, it's very important. You can't go into the public domain and there's nothing you're offering. Nobody gets into a relationship without having both parties must have something on the table. You can't have
Yeah.
nothing. All right. So get connected with like minds. This is very, very important. Again, this is only applicable after you are sure that you have content, you have something. Even if you come to a gathering like that and you're carrying, not to complete, not to complete content or words. When you get into the mist of like minds, they will definitely rub off on you. Don't be a local champion in your house and by your circle and get global, compete. Okay, get into that. They connect with other like minds. You will get trends from there. They will speak in the language that is trending, the language that is buzzing. They will speak about it. So another thing is attend programs, get exposure. A program is coming up somewhere, find yourself there, get involved, be there, listen to what industry players are saying. Be part of it, expose yourself to them. You might get there and necessarily not be flying your cards around all over the place, but you have to get involved. That way you will have more magnet of words, nomenclatures to use. Yvonne was talking now about ChatGPT, talking about AI tools, talking about these are linguas of the season. If you have no consciousness of AI tools or all the activities of this world, then you're not playing. And take up new challenges, of course. Now, the new challenges here means you expand your portfolio, get involved in new projects, get involved in new stuffs. All right, get involved in new project, get involved in new stuff. Again, all of this will equip you because by the time you do new projects, you are forced to engage with a society that you're forced to connect with the society, and they will tell you the demands of what it is they are currently in need of for them to be able to meet your service. So you engage, all right? You engage and connect with relevant bodies. Now, this is very important. This is very, very important. Many of us, are you're the only thing you probably have two things. Maybe you have your certificate from the institution you went, and because of the course that you did, it kind of just gets you to have an additional, maybe a master's or some professional certificate because of the course you did. But most of the time, that's where we all stop. No, 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 no. In the international system, you must have certifications that are internationally recognized. The one that readily comes to mind is ICANN versus ACCA. ACCA is international, maybe UK, some other, UK, European nations. ICANN is Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. It's Nigeria. Of course, by extension, it might go to the Western, the parts of Africa, yes. But both of them have different range, different spectrum. If you are planning and saying you want to transact, I want to engage business with those in the US, you have to get their certification. If you want to get involved, I want to do a job or a business with I don't know, Canada or UK or somewhere, you have to get their kind of certification. So the same thing we need to start doing right now. You must get accreditation. You must get relevant bodies, international bodies, associations that will recognize you and get involved with. And then very important as well, the element of public faces, influencers. It might look a bit self-gratifying, but get yourself to the place where you can relate with public figures. You must do that because that helps to build your network, and that rubs off on your words, rubs off on your content. You be in their space, you see how they think, and rate and relate with them based on how they think. And of course, you have the press. Don't run away from the press. You see, we are confident about you pushing yourself into that network space because you have what to say, you have the content. These are the things that positions you to be able to monetize what you're going to get, putting yourself out there. Of course, certificate cost is very important. A great product is useless if it's not being used or seen. All right, a dictionary on the bookshelf is not fulfilling destiny. As big as it is, if it's just sitting on that bookshelf, nobody opens it, it's going to just die natural natural death. All right, remember, products have intrinsic values. Bring something to the table, and that's what we're trying to say. Don't be shy. If you have not developed your words, develop yourself, your word, and spend time to do that. Spend time there because you need to engage. That's where you're going to, you can't transact unless you have something to transact with. You can't do that. So we're trying to help us to get into that space of you being able to do that transaction as you should. All right. Being able to do that transaction as should.
I just wanted to say something.
Yes, please.
I just wanted to jump in. Yeah, I just say, in speaking about building your network, we're talking about, interacting with people and all of that. And just to mention the fact that if you are an eagle, then you should run with eagles. Because when you run with eagles, you fly. But when you run with chickens, it diminishes you. So as communicators, we must ensure that when we are building the network, that we're building with the right set of people. So for everything listed out, you have there's the one that would bring you closer to your goal and the one that will take you farther away. Okay, so just wanted to just point that out. So having the right network of people and even the right network, it is very important. It can be I'm telling you, your network can just be the determining factor between whether you fly or whether you sink. Just wanted to keep that.
That's the truth about it. That's the truth about it, because you have to get yourself to that place, and it's a deliberate effort. It's a deliberate effort. Let's move on real quick. So I'm going to talk about publishing of your words. Publishing of your words. This is talking about the medium. So sorry, Evans. Apologize for that. Yes, you watched the recording. Yes, it's good enough. All right. So publishing of your words depend on the channel. Now, this is very important for me. I'm very keen about this, and I trust you would be as well, because the ways by which you can, and these are just words, these are just your words throwing to the public, your words reaching out to people. You can publish a book. Publishing a book, we're going to learn some things about this as well. A lot of things that were put together to help you achieve this. It's not rocket science. Of course, some skills are required at some point. Yes, you need some support and so on, but it's not rocket science. It's plain simple. Publish a book online or offline. That means hard copy or online copy. And online is way cheaper. It costs you nothing. It's just your brain and your ability to, type the words. That's it. And if you don't want to type the words, you did mention about a transcriber, a transcribing system. You just say the words to it, and it basically just collects everything you have said and turns it into a book format, and it's good to go without you paying for anything. All right, you have all of that as well. So By the time you do a book, you're talking about sales, invitations to speak in places, run campaigns, and I'm talking about you running workshops, workbook sessions, some group work, a lot of things you can do when you have a book online. Writing a book pushes you like an authority in that content, in that sphere that you have written about. That's what it means. All right. So number two, write copies for people. You can be a social media manager that just writes copies. We're going to talk about some of the tools that you can use to do that. Fantastic tools available for you. You won't even write a word, of course. At the end of the day, most of these tools require you to do something. They require you because you're the one writing, so it has to have your nature. But if that nature is not really sitting properly, you're just going to be cogitating what the AI has written and be thrown up. People are quick to say that is fake. All right, so you need to have write your copies yourself. Of course, get on the social media as well. Get active on social media. Now, this part of activity on social media has its own kettle of money that can come to you. A lot of funds that can come to you within the shortest possible time. All you need to do is have a following, become an influencer. Have a following, become an influencer. If you wanted to do something, maybe some site will tell you all you need to have is 1,000 people, you have 500 people. If you're on YouTube, you need to have a following, a viewership, total viewership of about 1,000 people, and YouTube will start paying you. If you want to be on, you want to get on Amazon as an influencer or maybe as an affiliate or something, you need to have about 500 people on your Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and it will take you in there's so much you can do with you having more people, gathering more people to you. And when I'm saying gathering, I'm talking about you expressing yourself, your uniqueness, your words to them, your images, your words, to get them to just come to you and like you and join you. All right, so you need to work on, and that doesn't cost a fortune to do that. You only need data, as they say, or Wi-Fi, as they say. And of course, you can run a blog or a YouTube channel. All right, you can run a blog, YouTube channel. You can do that as well. You have adverts coming. YouTube will pay you. So many things can happen. Online journal courses. You can run courses. You can do courses, put it up, and sell them. Have adverse placement on your products. Paid interviews, that's talking about you having people that you're going to say you want to interview them, to feature them on the program, and they say yeah, because a lot of people, everybody's looking for visibility, and that's the truth about it. Of course, you can start a campaign or a project on WhatsApp is another great place you can actually get up people to come to, and then you begin to talk about the things that you want to share, using that channel. Of course, you have opportunities that you can organize conferences. Just publicize, and it doesn't cost you a fortune to do most of these things. Yeah, Yvonne, it doesn't cost a fortune to do most of these things. You need to just get
At
yourself
all. I mean, yeah, these things can be done. Yeah, and we have some apps that can help to achieve these things. I think it's on the next slide. If you click on the next slide, I think it should be there.
Okay. Let me
So
just.
I
I'm
have a
going to
list
get
of.
to that now. Yes, exactly.
So
You want to talk
yeah,
about this a bit? These are the solution.
this is
These are
it.
the things.
This is it. You
They're
know the
not
thing
difficult.
for
User
a
friendly.
I think the most difficult thing for a communicator is to have what to say. The minute you have what to
Exactly.
say,
Yes.
everything
Yes.
else you
Yes.
can make happen, whether you're speaking or you're writing, whatever it is. So I'm just going to run through the list. So from what all the things that Yemi said in the previous slide, I mean, these are the things that will make them happen. So aside from your content, so we have graphic design. So graphic design, you can achieve it with Canva. Now, where we are right now, everybody needs to learn how to do these things, because quality, the truth about it is that quality costs money. So you want a good graphic design to be done, and you knock on doors and find out how much it costs. So better for you, when we are trying to monetize our words, let's do our first packaging ourselves first. Then by the time the money starts coming, you can now begin to set up your teams. Well, it depends. I mean, if you're listening here and you already have your team, oh, well and good, fantastic. But that's not how a lot of authors, a lot of writers, a lot of speakers began. They began doing it by themselves. So in 2023, there are many tools you can use. So if you're just breaking into this industry, or you want to stand out, or you want to, these are the things. Graphic design, Canva, canva.com, you cannot go wrong. It has thousands of templates. So whether you're doing your social media graphics, your Facebook banner, you're doing a flyer, you're doing your YouTube banner, Canva is where to go. And Canva can design practically anything. There are templates for practically anything, there are templates there. And even if the template does not exist, I mean, those are free templates. You can actually purchase templates. The second one is AI graphic tools, Midjourney. So we have Midjourney. In this 2023 now, there was once upon a time you wanted to have a picture of a particular thing. The only way to have gotten it was get that picture and to go to the studio and to arrange it. But now with Midjourney, you can create, you say cat sitting in the moon, reading a newspaper. Ta-da! In a few seconds, it appears because of a tool called Midjourney. And there are other alternatives. So Midjourney can give you, you can actually get, I think, 25 free images, and then afterwards, you now need to make a payment. But the payments are not crazy. They're not, it's something that can be afforded. But even if it is, okay, I want something that is free, there are still other alternatives. There's Blue Willow, there are still some other ones, although Midjourney, for now, is like, they're talking about the best. So if you've been seeing all those images, I think I saw one recently of, I think I saw one of Trump wearing, either there was one, I don't know if anybody follows the news very well, and sees that there was one that Trump did and he was being arrested. That was Midjourney as well. Or one with Elon Musk dressed as an Indian, that's Midjourney at work. So that's what all these apps do. So you want to put yourself out there, and you want to put yourself in the best way. So you're presenting yourself, you're putting your best foot forward. You don't have to do it in a substandard way. You can be the best by mastering these tools. It will take some work on your own part to master the tools, but right now, the way these tech tools are being created, it's simple, drag and drop. So once you learn the basics, that's it. But you need to ensure that you master the tools. Then live streaming tools. We're on something called StreamYard.com. We are speaking to you because of StreamYard.com, but there are other live streaming tools that can be used. There's Restream. I think there are still several other tools that can be used. Although StreamYard happens to be like one of the best because they give you a package, it's free, and you're able to get it done, but they still have their own premium packages. But the point is, you want to do something, you know, where we are right now, any communicator that has any idea, I don't know why you have not executed that idea. That's the truth. Because where we are, everything is available. That's what we are telling you. Everything is available and you can do it. These are things that you can do by yourself. If you get people to do it for you, yes, it will cost you because good things cost. But if you're willing to do the work, you can learn. I mean, these things are available, okay? So the next one, copywriting tools. So we're talking about copywriting, AI tools, and there are AI tools that will say, oh, I want to write and put a post on Facebook to address it to this type of people, and you give it the specs and it will bring out everything you want to say. But I need to warn us about AI tools for copywriting. You cannot do copy and paste. No, you can't do that. You can't. Yes, but if you go to any of all these AI tools and say, oh, I want to write a book, it will give you a full book, complete.
Complete book.
I want production. So when you read it and you be like, oh my gosh, I'm good. But no. Don't copy and paste. Because as it's giving it to you in Nigeria, somebody in Santa Barbara, America is getting it.
Yes.
Somebody in Sydney, Australia. Somebody. So at the end of the day, like what happened, I think it was in a New York publishing house that received, they started receiving large submissions, large numbers of submissions. At the end of the day, when the books came together, they are reading the same thing. So you don't want to do that. So I would say instead that you use AI as your assistant. So what it means is that you send it on an errand. So just like the way you send an assistant, you don't send an assistant and this assistant brings to you and you just know. So you ask it to do tasks for you. So you break your work into tasks and you send AI out. That's how you should use it. So for your copywriting, you know, and then when it brings it to you, you go through and you make your changes and all of that. So you don't need to, you know, take it and no, that's not how it should be used, okay? Because it's just going to keep regurgitating what everybody else is doing. Then website creation. Every communicator should have a website. Every communicator. I don't have money to do a website. Yeah, and that's why you have places called, there's something called disha.com, mainstack.me, and there are still a couple of them where you can get one-page websites and you can actually have your image, your everything about you. People can kind of follow you and all of that. So you can still have that very professional coming out. You can publish and you are very, very professional. You're a public speaker or you're a communicator and you can still have that your one-page site. And when people come, everything looks professional, neat and tidy, and you can do it yourself. We're really buttressing yourself because there are so many tools. So We need more of African stories out there. We need more
Exactly.
African words out there. And there's no way it's going to happen except you make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
You, the story inside of you that you've been sitting on for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, that gift inside of you that you have covered, it's time to bring it out. And all those things that used to make you afraid. Oh, I don't know how to do. I can't do this. I don't have money. Guess what, guys? Everything is available for you. The final thing, sales pages. So you finished producing what you want to produce. You've done your book. Maybe you've put a collection of inspiring words together. How do you sell it? How do you put it? There's something called seller.co. It's a platform that is amazing. In short, you've never heard about it before. Wake up. This might be a wake up video for some. Wake up, because seller.co is the creator's ultimate dream. Why? You can put up your digital products or your physical products. Let's focus on digital products. You can put up your ebook, your audio file, and you can set it up. You can have a beautiful sales page, and people can come in and people can purchase, and you can get your money without leaving where you are. It makes everything so easy, and their rates are amazing. You're not paying anything to set it up, but for everybody that comes and buys your product, they take a little commission and they pay the rest into your bank account
Mm-hmm.
across the world. It is brilliant. So if you think about it, these are the things all listed here are the tools that you need. So just take a look at these tools. So what is stopping you? That's the question I just want to ask. What's really stopping you? Okay, Yemi, I think you
Exactly.
need to stop. I'm getting
Yeah.
very you need to
Exactly.
stop.
What's really stopping you? Because I mean, these are all the tools. So what we've done, also just to move the needle further a bit, so you understand the spectrum of what we do at Womo Publishers. I did say this earlier on. Clarity sessions to help authors begin to arrive at what they need to do and who they should target, how they should do what they want to do, whatever it is, writing to do a book or writing on social media, writing for copies, writing even public speaking, doesn't matter. Just a talk with us gives clarity on what angle you need to focus on because of what it is that you have discovered about yourself. Of course, we talk about the author coaching, the graphics and production, book authorship, book and author PR, marketing and sales. We do all of that now. All of these things, okay, industry standard across board, give you an average of a 1.6 million naira thereabout, so if you use maybe dollars, it would be about 1,800 something dollars or so. Now that is industry level. Now a lot of people might look at this and like, oh my god, this is such a lot of money. Ask anybody who has done the book. They've done it at some reasonably high level, except they overlap a lot of things by themselves, which is what we are trying to do for you. From pre-writing all the way to marketing and sales, you can do it yourself. All you need to do is to enter for the monetize your words package. 7 days training, daily release of courses. We're going to give you courses every single day for the 7 days. Those 7 courses you're going to be doing. Daily assignments on each of those courses. End of training assignment. So each course you're going to have an assignment to do. At the end of the 7 days, there's going to be a training assignment as well. And then there'll be a certificate of attendance. I spoke about certificates earlier, so hey, you guys have a certificate as well. And then you have 3 months coaching. Now, this 3 months coaching, what we're doing is to help you hold your hand and walk you through the process for 3 months. Now, at the end of the day, again, we can only but coach you. You're the one that's going to do the work. But you're certain that every material we're giving to you on daily basis, so that we don't rush you too much, because it's quite a lot, really. On daily basis, you would have something, you would have achieved something with it. And we want you to, at the end of the day, have something to show. Begin to monetize your words. Begin to engage the globe with your words. Either you are a communicator, communications personnel, or you are a public speaker, a thought leader, you are a writer, an author, whatever it is that you are, you can start monetizing yourself, start engaging the world with your words. It's just your words. It's just your words. So what we're going to be training you is from the beginning. Like I said again, the spectrum across these levels, we're going to be training you to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. Again, this is the average industry standard, all right? Now, additional also would be the Monetize Your Words group of networking. So we're going to have a pool of people coming together. You can talk with them. You can engage with them. This program is starting 1st of August. For the 1st of August when we're starting this program. So if you're interested, you want to get involved. So how much are you going to pay? Of course, it's not 1.6 million, okay? What we're saying, Within this program, we're looking at authors, writers, public speakers, thought leaders, communicators, or PR personnel, ideas crystallization, basis of writing, layout, format, all of those things. And then a lot of the apps that Yvonne spoke about as well will help you will teach you how to navigate through them so you begin to know how to use them yourself. Host on Amazon, host on Seller. A lot of other things, this cost I said here, this cost is what you're going to be doing. I mean, if I was going to do with work on hosting on Amazon, I probably would charge you a bit of money for that. So, but because you're on the Monetize Your Word package and group, there's a lot of discounts you're going to have, massive discounts. And the scope of the trade, like I said again, it's all of these things. All right. So, how much are you paying? Just 20,000 naira. Now, this is very limited, extremely limited offer, extremely limited offer. If you are ready and interested, you would arrive at your final destination of being able to maneuver, being able to optimize systems to push your words out, to monetize your words at the end of this package we're introducing to you. If I were you, I would jump right in right away. Yvonne, what do you think? Jump right in right away.
Yeah, I'm thinking that price should increase. Like, so
Man,
anyone that is hearing it now, just take it now.
So if you
Because
are
honestly,
interested,
after now,
is it
going
now?
it,
It's a
nah,
now.
nah,
It's a
it's a
now
now.
thing. It's a now
It's
thing.
a now.
I don't mind at all committing to just the first, I don't know, 5, 3, 4 people who are, I don't mind right now, but after now is going to change.
Yeah.
After now is going to change. You can't have all of these things. I mean, if you're familiar with the scope of what is being given to you, if you're familiar with it, then you understand that this is like it's like a dash, it's like free. And so when you have such presentation like this that gives you this kind of offer, you want to just grab it right away. You want to just grab it right away. So you want to grab it right away. Let me see. I think let me try and let me see. I think that I might have been working. Let me see if this is going to be what I'm looking for, so that we can be on the same page. We can be on the same page. I don't know if you're seeing. Okay, there you go. 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 7 days training, daily release of courses for you for 7 days, daily assignment for the 7 days. All right, daily assignment for the 7 days, and you have end of the training assessment for the whole 7 days. We're going to ask some questions to be sure that you understood what it is that you have done, that you have worked within that period. Of course, certificate of attendance, like I said, 3 months coaching, delivery with a launch and unveiling. Of course, we're going to coach you through the process. Of course, again, adding you to the group of networking for you to be able to talk to other people, within the same sphere of what you're doing. And then, like I said, a lot of us I mentioned earlier, but it wasn't showing up on the slide. So all of that, the package involves, the package involves how to write and, with relevant apps to use. All the apps that Yvonne spoke about, we're going to be able to teach you how to use them. What to write, how with relevant apps, transcribing apps. We're going to give you all of that, help you through that. Layout and formatting will teach you what to do, how to do that. Marketing and sales, hosting on Amazon. Wow. Sellers, promotions, unveiling, broadcast. Oh my goodness. If we're to do this, like I mentioned to you earlier, this will cost about 1.6 million average. I mean, that's industry standard, really. Okay, before they run through the whole spectrum. And then they said to you, for Monetize Your Words package, 20,000. That's it. 20,000. This is ridiculous. This is like giveaway. But if you want to do, if you're interested in it, and you have to indicate right now, I am interested. You have to show right now, interested, because you're not going to get this. It's not going to be here. It's not going to be here. I'm feeling right now. Maybe we need to. Are you sure we don't? We should. I know we should change this course. It's so annoying right now. If nobody's picking this right now, I'm just going to put this down. I just ate this for 3 months coaching 20,000. It's blatantly ridiculous. What do you think? I think we should just forget this. Should we just? If you can catch this. If you can catch this right now, oh my God. Oh my goodness. You just say, we just 20,000. That's what I pay for everything.
It will be here tomorrow.
It will not be, no, it will not be here tomorrow. No. If you can get it right now, just speak it right now. Limited seats available for anybody who's interested. And that brings us to the end of our presentation today. Monetize your words. We're all about you ensuring that you make money from your words. What a beautiful way to end it on this hooray, hooray note. Okay, this 20,000, 30,000 naira. Oh my goodness, I'm still looking at this money. Oh my God. Oh my
You did it, but
God.
for
Somebody.
me, I'm just excited because more authors, more writers, more communicators are coming out so that the
Hmm.
world can hear those messages, and each and every voice, the world can hear these voices. So I'm excited about that. I'm not thinking about the money part.
That's why there's a combination. I am looking at the money right now, 20,000 for 1.6 million. It's not even 10%, it's not 5%, it's not even 4%. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, here we are. So if you want it, you get it right now, and we can help you through this process. All right. We can help you through. It's been a great time with me and with Yvonne here on the Monetize Your Words package. Monetize Your Words teaser seminar. So if you get involved in this, then you will get into the Monetize Your Words training, and that's going to start from the 1st of August. All right, 1st of
Please,
August.
if
The
you're
whole
listening
spectrum
to
is
this, take this offer now. Take it
take this
now.
now, because it's going to go. It's going
Yeah.
to go away. I can guarantee you that. In fact, I am looking forward to it going away. So please get involved and touch it right now. And we'll see you on the other side. All right, Yvonne, you want to say bye-bye to our guests?
Yes, yes, yes. I've been so excited to have you guys here join us. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been doing this for a long time, and we worked with so many authors, and we want to work with you too. So please get on board, join this Monetize Your Words program, and we look forward to hosting you. From
All
me,
right. Thank
bye.
you so much. Yeah, from me as well. A very nice one. Take care of you guys. See you another time. Bye.